and all that stuff and all that.
No, but it's a trip because like starting a podcast, we started a year ago. How long ago did you start yours, bro?
I recently started it like 2 months ago.
Dope.
Yeah.
So it's like you seen the planning behind it, the equipment. You seen all that, like how you had.
Yeah. You know what? I've been thugging it out. I just been.
Phone?
Recording voice memos.
Hell yeah.
I tell the client, like, hey, just hold the phone real quick and let's just get into something.
And
you could actually hear the clipper, working in the background.
Organic, like I said. That's
cool.
one of the best.
You gotta try it out,
so, yeah,
bro.
but, I'm looking at your guys'...
Where can I listen to the first few?
So I have it on Anchor. So
Anchor?
I guess
Okay.
Anchor distributes it to everything, like Spotify,
Straight
Apple.
up. That's what's up. I didn't know they did that. And I thought they were just their app. You can only listen to it on their app.
I distribute
That's
it.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I searched it up like
other podcasts. They promote Anchor.
Yeah, and it's funny because my cousin Osvaldo uses the same thing to do his podcast, and he just does little 5-minute like.
So I mean,
about
Anchor basically
solving.
you can just do it from there, like record it from there,
and it
then
distributes
upload it
to everywhere.
Dope.
So
You don't even have to do the voice memo. Actually, you could just do like an Anchor memo or what?
You just upload it on Anchor, and then Anchor,
okay, got you.
distributes it to everywhere
sure,
instead of having to post it in every single one, I believe.
Right.
But
it's something called an RSS feed. So that's what Anchor provides. It provides an RSS feed, and that RSS feed, you post it on all these other places like Apple, Spotify.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And once you update that RSS feed, it updates everywhere else.
Free game.
Free
game. I use Buzzsprout,
it's free,
but yeah,
Anchor's
if
it's free, it's me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I was like,
$3.99, man.
You're starting off, bro. Just experiment too. Like I feel that.
Yeah, I just feel like just wanted to do it. You know what I mean?
So did you want to keep it as far as just like? Did you want to keep it because you're a barber? Did you want to keep it just barbering, or did you want to talk about everything in the barbershop?
It could be broken into series where it could be like barbershop talk. It could be talking to an entrepreneur.
Right.
The brand. I created this brand, like most importantly to like leave a legacy, and to like build opportunity, like to have people use it as like a platform to build opportunities.
One more time, just what's the name of this brand? Sorry, just
Razor Connect.
Razor Connect.
Yeah.
That's the name of the podcast also.
I think it's under Razor Connect or Stay Connected podcast. I gotta relook at it.
Yeah,
but
so like
Perfect.
Razor Connected and then Stay Connected is all part of the same umbrella.
it's the
basically.
slogan. Yeah.
That's the slogan of
Razor Connect. Yeah, Stay Connected.
Oh, okay, I fuck with that, bro.
I like your little logo, bro, with the little plug.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
bro. I don't know if you saw it today on my Instagram.
Yeah, I saw that.
I took a photo and then I was like, I was shouting out my boy. And then I was like, oh shit, then we're gonna have him on the podcast.
And I appreciate the care package,
I
by
know,
the way.
that's
amazing, bro. I really appreciate it.
I threw in a little bit of everything in there. What the brand offers,
And I feel like shit because it's your birthday.
I know, bro. I seen that, bro.
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday.
I
Appreciate it.
Hey, man, that's what's up,
Ray
man.
Martinez on the podcast today, by the way.
Now I feel bad that we didn't have you. If you want a little shot, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad we didn't have
Hey,
it,
bro, give him your keys, bro. He'll go to the
local.
Yo, go to the store.
Hey, bro, he was driving around Vegas, bro. His designated driver right here.
He did drive an Aventador over there.
Straight up, bro. He's, you know what I mean?
But yeah, happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you taking out time being here and shit.
Of course. I wouldn't want to spend my birthday any other way of like just making moves. I feel good about myself being here. You know what I mean?
Platform that we on the move. We trying to go up,
for sure, bro.
And I have a question for you, Ray.
Yeah. Talk to me.
What made you mainly start this podcast? Like, did COVID make you start it, or like it's something you had thought about before this?
You know what? I just did it. I didn't like second guess it. I listened to a lot of Gary V. Gary V.
Cool. Yeah,
Gary V's like
that, bro.
That uncle I wish I had. That just put me up on game,
Hey,
So I listen
cool.
to that fool because he be saying some real shit,
that's how I see him, Gary V, and I see Pat David, the dude from Valuetainment. I fuck with him heavy. Them two are something.
Information is powerful.
It's
very powerful. So like if you're, and that's one thing that I love about podcasts. It doesn't matter what information it is, but if you're looking for something, it's more than likely out there. You know what I mean? And I started on podcasts really listening to radio, and it's like when I didn't listen to that radio, I found out that they had a podcast form. So I was like, and it got me into it. And then it was Joe Rogan, and then it's like all these other people that have stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I want to start mine, bro. I want to start mine. It's like, and then eventually something's just like, do it. And I feel that, bro. It's amazing that, I have a fellow podcaster on here for the first time.
I'm beginning. It's a new beginning, but it's cool because, bro. And I feel like that's good.
And all I'm gonna say is consistency, bro.
Consistency,
once you really feel like you found even then, bro, you'll find it out in the process.
Yeah, for sure, man.
First, bro, it was just me and him and just like figuring shit out.
Of course.
And testing here and then there.
It was at my house at first.
Audio was bad at first.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out audio, trying to figure out how to fine tune it.
Man, and life.
Editing, all that, man.
And that's about figuring it out. I feel like life is life.
Yeah, but once you get into it, I mean, that's what matters.
It starts to get eezier.
Yeah, because it's like you find out you're passionate about it. You find out that you like to talk. You find out that, okay, I could do this. I could figure this out. Like, there's ways to do about it. But the passion needs to be there, that fire to actually want to do it.
The consistency.
What is it that you have talked to, like, about your clients? Like, stuff that you've talked to them about?
Well, like on my recent episode, I
was gonna bring something up. I was like,
go ahead.
You said it's mainly for barbering, right? Because that's your first love, you would say, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. Like my first. That's my.
Or is that the purpose? What would you like define it as?
That's a good one.
That's a tricky question right there. You put them on the spot.
No, what do you mean though?
Like, cause I define them both as kind of like the passion is I'm passionate about cutting, but I don't think I don't think that's my purpose yet. Okay. I feel like I'm finding my purpose, and I feel like this next chapter in my life, after especially that I got sober, bro, is that I'm gonna find that like what I was meant to be here for. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes we know what our talents give us our passion.
Yeah, your occupation isn't your purpose.
You know, that's your occupation. I feel like there's a difference right there because we're sold that idea, but the passion. Sometimes,
well, a lot of people are sold that idea that the occupation is your passion.
Facts.
And that's not always true.
But it could be.
Not for everybody.
No, exactly. Yeah. But that's why I feel like if you can make your passion your occupation, is where it's at, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So then that's where I feel like where we find and discover the purpose, and what we were, because through that's the avenue that frees a lot of things up, But a lot of people, sadly, in this day and age, we're either stuck on this side of the world, we're stuck on the capitalistic system. And on another side of the world, we're stuck in a communist system that, fucks people up. So that's why I would ask you, have you kind of thought about that or, or even putting you on the spot? Can you think about it? Like, damn. I think like mine, bro, personally, just to maybe think it might put an idea in your head. Mine personally, now I'm thinking about it, is like motivational speaking. I want to get into that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And then let me check you another one. Another thing I'm passionate about that I'm discovering is race car driving. Like, I want to do that shit.
I seen that you had went to the racetrack the other day, right?
Yeah, we were in Vegas. And
that shit, like, even
this
right
guy
now,
too. He drove a Lambo.
Yeah, he drove a Lambo. Even now that I'm talking about it, like, dog, you should just feel my chest. Just got like, hell yeah, I want to do that shit. It's like, so.
And bro, and I feel like that's what barbering did to me. Like, if it wasn't the point where I tasted it, I never knew I was going to come out to it. I've been cutting up. Seriously, like since 2015. Damn. I started it like in 2011, but I stopped because of lack of motivation. Can I cuss on here? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out here like holding some words and stuff.
This is an explicit podcast.
Okay, great. Okay. But I've been going on for 5 years strong, and it's something that like I don't complain about. Like I wake up and I don't complain about it, you know what I mean? Because
I love that.
I like it.
That's one of the things I love about cutting hair.
Yeah, and
like, do you find the joy like in seeing the client be so happy with the result? Is that like that like you're like, damn, I did a good job?
Yeah, man. Every day is a whole new canvas, and
for sure.
And every day you get tested as a barber. You don't know what comes in through your door and what somebody might want. So every day it's like. It challenges me.
Yeah, because it's an art. You have to know about the hairstyle. You have to know, all right, is that going to work for them? How is that going to work?
You know, it's the truth that you're saying that like, because that's so true that, sometimes you get challenged as a barber. But, it's the truth that you're saying that. Sometimes I love seeing my book, my booksy and my book the whole day, looking at it, and I'm like, oh, these are easy ass cuts. I'm about to have like it's gonna be quick. Just
and the hardest part was starting, right? Like in the beginning, learning how to cut hair.
Walking home, I remember still to this day walking home from my first shop, and I knew my mom was gonna ask me how many cuts did you do, and I was gonna say none today, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then now I have a new barber at the shop, so I'm like, fuck, like I know that feeling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. It's a trip, bro. It's rewarding too when you get to the top, bro.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? We gotta look at it like a marathon, Like,
facts, bro.
We gotta look at it like 25-year term instead of like the 25-month term. And
right.
Staying patient is important. And
what do you do for your mental for that?
What do I do?
For staying patient?
Staying optimistic, staying positive. Always giving myself a little pat on the shoulder every now and then. Like, you know what? Like, I got to give myself... Because it's not like I ask for it for people, but it's like I got to do it for myself just because I know I got me. You know what I mean? So sometimes I'll be like, look, Ray, you're actually like in a better place than where you were before. And like if you were to quit now, it would be much longer. The process would have been much more longer if you quit now than if you keep going. So
you give yourself pep talks.
Of course. I feel like you have to, you know, because...
That's where I'm at.
People won't do it,
that,
you know?
bro. That's so hard to like keep yourself motivated and disciplined. You know, that's where I feel like in some aspects of my life I'm good at it, but I'm figuring out that on the working out side, on the physical health side, I'm lacking. Where I'm like,
same here.
I wake up early and I can do it. I got the time.
I think a big thing of it is and what I hate about us, I guess, about being human, and maybe if there's some alien race out there listening, maybe it's the same for y'all too. But
hey,
like,
we're universal out here.
I'm just saying, like, what I'm trying to point out is why does it take something to happen, like a down in your life, for you to want to get better than not just up, but better than where you were before? You know what I mean?
Because that's important, bro.
Pressure, bro.
Yeah, it is important, but why is it? Why do we need that type of motivation? Why can't we have internal motivation?
When you have comfort, there's no pressure, bro.
Like, yeah, definitely.
I feel like let me give you
that switch?
Let me give you this. My bad. Let me give you this analogy. That you know how like you're molding something, and then you got to put it through some fire.
Well, that's pressure. It's
right.
Getting
That's
out
the
of
pressure.
Pressure makes
but that's
diamonds.
Why I'm using that analogy.
So it's also so what you're saying. It's scientific. It's physics.
I mean,
like it. So it's.
I wouldn't say it's physics.
I would. But you're pointing something out that's physics.
Yeah,
but I'm using that as an analogy
like,
because I can put it in a sense like childbirth. It's so beautiful to have the child be born, and then the process of delivering is the painful part.
But even having it is painful.
But then after you have that kid in your arms. It's like you look at that baby like a beautiful baby child. Like that woman.
It's like a bittersweet feeling.
Yeah, it's like because you went through pain to deliver it, but it's like you're good. It's a trip.
But yeah, man, I feel like we gotta get tested. We gotta fall. We gotta lose.
Right.
I preach losing. Like I want to lose because it'll make me appreciate winnings, and then it'll teach you. It builds character.
Definitely.
Well, it builds your gratitude. It builds your gratitude of knowing, like, okay, I failed at this, I did at this, but then it also helps you figure out, like, all right, this is what I really want, and this is what I don't want.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're not trying things and if you're not doing things, you're not gonna figure that out.
Exactly.
Yeah, and taking it back to your podcast though, like, when it comes to that, what was it to get your brand more out there? Was it to get your barbering more out there? What exactly was the motivation?
The motivation was just to try it out. You know, that
be willing to fail too.
Be willing to fail. Because I don't want to be like, well, I never tried.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I feel like there's two types of people in this world. There's doers and don'ters. I'd rather be a doer.
Right. I like to put it. There's doers and talkers.
Or there's doers.
Oh my god. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people like to fucking talk and dream and shit. But
there's also like doers.
When you execute the plan that you fucking set out for yourself, or the goal that you set out for yourself, that's fucking rewarding, bro.
Exactly, bro. And people respect you more if
exactly
you talk.
Because you said what you said you were gonna do something, and you put out it. You did it. You put the word and work in there. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people just like to blah 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 blah. But like my dad says, pon los pies sobre la tierra. And make a move. Take each step at a time. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta trust the process. A lot of people just
definitely.
It's instant gratification generation right now. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Moncho.
Out there, sorry.
But yeah, man, it's true. There's a lot of people who talk, and it gets tiring. But I do
like
get it though.
Back it up and shit.
Yeah, I like to say that I lead by action. You know what I mean,
bro? Me too.
You know,
bro. I love that, bro. For sure.
Just cause.
And then like, as far as like your podcast, where do you want to take it? Like a year from now, 5 years from now?
Man, just tap into the barber community a little bit more. You know, I feel like we need to shed more light, and that's what I want to do for the brand. You know, I have a lot of ideas that I want to do. You know, that we lack as barbers here in the Valley or in LA, where, You know, I feel like there's a lot of egotistic barbers out there, and I feel like my brand, I want it to like unite us, and I want us to do stuff like I want to stay connected. You know what I mean? And the brand,
there's enough money for everybody, and that's what separates people and shit, and what gets people
like pride, greed, and and you know
what is I know he's gonna tell me to look it up. There's 10 million people in this city, my guy.
Is there?
Pretty
in the
sure.
Valley?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. Let's check it out. I'm going
LA County. You're talking about LA County.
Yeah, man. So.
I mean, shit. I mean, like I said, and there's enough people. When I look at my books, I'm cutting at least like 200-300 people a month, right? So I look at like if I'm getting 300, that means other people could get that 300, and we can all eat. You know, there's no way that we can't like get it, but people just gotta execute their plans. But
just in the Valley, it's 1.75 million, but it's still a lot of.
That's a lot of heads, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody could get their little niche of groups of people. Like you know, everybody vibes with everybody.
There's room for everybody, you know. So,
but what are your experiences that you've seen that made you feel like, damn, there's like there is shade, or there is like
almost 10 million people in LA County, but still, like,
there is pride. There is like that you feel like you don't have to drop names or nothing like that, but you just gotta say like, like your experiences that you were like, fuck, man, like I want to change that.
I just observe, and I've gone through a few barbershops, and I just observe, and I just be like, man, that's like. That's
like, what was
how
one experience that, like me being as an owner, that'd be dope to hear as from your perspective. What was one thing you heard from a barbershop that you were like, I don't fuck with that, like I don't really like that, like that you could have, if you could have pulled the owner to the side and be like, yo,
turn off.
Yeah, that you were like, this turned me off from your shop and I'm leaving because of this, but like you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like if you could have pulled them.
You know, I feel like there's usually no respect sometimes from like, you know, there's no respect, and there could be little stuff where it's like, you know, just respect, bro. I think that's the main key. You know, I don't want to get into detail with a few stuff, but I mean, that's the key word, like respect, and also, you know, just staying humble with it, but not everybody's like you, so at the same time,
I feel that, bro. That's the thing that sucks when you start looking into shit, is like, not everybody was raised like you. Not everybody has the same principles, not everybody thinks, or even, like, the definition of loyalty to certain people. Yeah, it's like, you know how when you look at a dictionary, there's different definitions.
You're
like,
thinking like how like the perspective of normal, but your normal is different than my normal.
Right, exactly. So then, in the sense of
loyalty, is the same thing with respect.
Everybody has a different definition of what it means, or even respect, right? Like somebody might have been like, "Oh, I just grabbed a razor, bro. That wasn't," and you were like, "Bro, you should have asked me." Like that's how I am. Like, yo, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. Just because it's like sometimes like. We all make money, like, but it's like if you over here hogging off my stuff when I need it, you know. Yeah, but I see you cashing out, like, you know. I've been in so many shops where that happens, bro. I'm like,
there's been this one time that happened where like, I was off on Tuesdays and people there were used to me being off Tuesday, but one day I pulled up on a Tuesday. All my machines were being used somewhere else, bro.
Oh, yeah. Snap.
That is sub bar there, bro. He had three of my machines, and I'm like, heated because these are my money getters, bro.
We're not gonna drop no names. We're not gonna drop no names, but that is don't do that to no fucking barber, bro.
Yeah, so
bro, you're messing up his
like you
blaze.
said, you do not use somebody else's money makers, bro.
Yeah, man, because.
Bro, messing up your blaze. Were they even cleaning them so that you didn't know?
He just, once I walked in, I just seen him like go to my station real quick. He put my machines back like.
He was like,
and then he went to go get another barber's machines, but
that is dirty,
bro, and that's what I was talking about.
Broke barbers. Yeah, that's one of those broke barbers, right?
Yeah,
like,
man.
We call them also DBs because they're dirty barbers, also. Like, if you using somebody else's like shit, like,
but you know,
but it's crazy because.
Here, I just gotta know. So he has his own equipment, but he just rather use yours.
Nah, I don't think he even had his own.
He's a DB, bro. He's a DB. He probably didn't
even. But
he was just trying to get his bread up or something. But it's crazy because. I'm not gonna say my boy's name or nothing, but I love him though. But he lets me know, like the next day I come in, and he'll be like, "Yo, I grabbed your machine," and usually it's a new machine. So like I'm always getting like a new machine comes out, I grab that shit, and like my schedule is like 9 to 7 every day, 9 to 6 every day. Yeah. And he knows I'm out, and he's staying from like 12 to 9 or 12 to 10 sometimes. So when I leave. He told me the other day, sometimes, like, if you get a new machine, I'm going to grab it.
He says something.
And he tells me, like, no, the next day, like, I'll come in and he'll be like, yo, I use your machine. I just wanted to try it out to see if I can get it. And I was like, all right, see it for
But then there's a certain extent where that you let that slide because
right. I let it slide because I've seen the loyalty
and
with
it's
him
the team.
already.
It's the team. It's your shop.
Yeah, like
I get it. You know what I mean?
It's not like your boy where he was like
not even asking.
Bro.
Not only asking. Like this boy didn't even have his shit. Like you don't even have.
He was like,
shit,
"Hey, on Tuesday,
what?
That's
haircuts only on Tuesday."
Yo, let me know when Ray left.
That's
that's probably one of the like experiences I got, and I got the shop, and I always tell myself, man, I'm not gonna be that guy. And
have you ever thought about like owning your own shop or opening your own shop?
Definitely.
That's a goal. That's a goal
for
right
sure. I feel like that's the next move for me is finding a space and creating a little studio. I've been tapping into like the music video world as well.
I was gonna ask you about that. How's that going? Because you like
it's going cool.
You don't not only cut the people, you like also behind the lens of this shit. You know, right? Like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
I produced. I got my boy Red. He created a brand called Sopita Gang, and we worked at the shop together. And this was like, hey dog, like I see you're producing, like you're like booking these shoots, and that's producing. And I'm like, damn, like he made me realize that it was an actual job. Mm-hmm. So we started getting little gigs, and I just was coming off as his producer. He would be the director, and so we were like organizing shoots and stuff with local artists.
Dope.
Just
like San Fernando, Pacoima artists and stuff like.
I mean, just the Valley, where
like up and coming.
All right. We did a lot of free stuff.
Do you like scouting on IG to find them, or like word of friends?
Just connections, word of friends. Okay. In the beginning, it was like the homie we believe in, so we'll use our resources. And the cool thing about being barbers is that we have so many resources.
Facts,
am I right?
Yeah, networking.
I know like 3 carniceria guys. I know like you just know so many connections.
I don't have that side of it. You got
so many connections.
I have like more of like corporate side of stuff.
Okay.
But that's dope to like I need to start plugging in with those
carniceria
guys.
Man, that was just an example. Like, you know what I mean? A little bit of everything.
That's because of the location of your shop.
Right, exactly. But I'm saying that because I'm saying that because you know how when you go down the list as a barber, like you have a plug for this, you got a plug for that, you got a plug for I don't got that plug yet, so that's what I'm saying.
I hear you.
I'm gonna have to start looking around and say, hey, go to a little butcher shop and be like, hey man, like you know what I mean? Like that'd be dope.
So yeah, man. So we gotta use